Hey, Palmonia Gordon here. Welcome to this episode of Shift. Shift is simply helping individuals to find their true talents, their true passion, their purpose through our truths or thoughts or ideas or stories. This episode is entitled, You Are Different. Don't You Ever Try to Fit into Normal. Does that sound like you? And I hope you had a resounding yes, because we are all uniquely different. There's none of two of us that's the same. Doesn't matter if there are millions of people that are born on the same day every year, but they're all different. They're all unique. They're all unique in who they are and how they behave and what they contribute to the earth, right? So when someone tells you that you're different and you try to figure out what would be your next question, for me, okay, what is normal, right? So the big question is, what is normal? And according to the definition, normal is defined as conforming to a standard, usually typical or expected. So I get really excited when I'm excited. My sister in Atlanta, she calls me Christine Columbus. So, but the normal is, oh, well, you should smile, ladylike. What is normal? So even that definition brings me to another question. Who designed the standard for normals? What was happening when normal became the routine, right? And the big question is normal what is limiting you? Are you trying so hard to fit into this box that they have said that is normal and this is how you're supposed to behave? So you want to fit into that box, but you got a hand sticking out over here because you're so tall, and you got a foot over there, and each time you pull one part in, another part pokes out. And you spend so much time trying to fit into society's conform of who someone think you should be, or how they think you should behave, or how they think you should react, how they think you should smile or laugh or dress, instead of being you. Now, I want you to email me because there's a little test I want to send you. As a matter of fact, let me grab pen and paper and actually make one for you. There's a test that they have, kind of an IQ test. It's a challenge with 9 dots. So you have 9 dots that's on the page, and you're supposed to connect the 9 dots without lifting the pen. That's the only instruction. Connect the dots without lifting the pen. And many people fail to connect the dots because they figured it had to be in a box. To connect the dots, it means you have to go outside the box, go above, come back, connect the dots, right? So I'd love for you to take that, because it took me some time to be able to do it. Oh, okay, this is where I had to go. But it is such a distinct reminder of how we allow ourselves to get boxed in. I gave that challenge to my 16-year-old son to do, and he sat looking at it for about half an hour, trying to figure out which way could he go, what could he do. And finally, when I'm about to do the puzzle, he asked, is it okay to go outside the box? I'm like, yes. See, that is the missing link for a lot of us. This is why our business haven't exploded. This is why the plans that we've made and that we know that, oh my God, God gave me this, or this is what I'm supposed to be doing, it hasn't been taken off because we are staying in the box. We haven't yet transcended the box to say, okay, you know what? I don't care if the box worked well for everybody else. I just don't like it for me. It doesn't fit well. So society will try to tell you to stay normal. This is why the concept that we're teaching you here on shift, to keep shifting small moves. Remember, shift is about the clock, the hour hand, the minute hand, the second hand, and the second hand doing 60 tiny moves before the minute hand does one move. And then the minute hand has to do that one move 60 times before the hour hand can move one time. Okay? So every day when we get here on the shift and we just move a little bit, we just move a little bit. We just keep shifting a little bit. If it's enough to keep you going. I just had a young lady call me. She found herself in that place and she's like, okay, how did I get here? She goes, let me call somebody that will kind of help move me. Right? And she says to me, I'm standing in the grocery store with tears running down my face. So when I am saying to us that we need to shift, because I would not have been able to connect with her if I hadn't yet shifted through some stuff. Because we can't give to someone what we haven't yet learned or experienced. And that's what shift is about. Shifting through our stories. Shifting through our truth. The truth is sometimes the most difficult aspect of shifting. Getting to a place where you recognize, oh my gosh, that is my truth. I'm different. I'm uniquely different. One of my affirmations that I do, I have 7 things that I tell myself I'm proud of me for. Palmoni, I'm proud of you for your desire to change. Right? I'm proud of you because you believe. I have to believe in me and my dreams and my goals. But one of the things that I do is I forgive me. And I say, Palmonia, I forgive you for just beginning to understand truly how unique you are. To understand that, hey, you're different. You're not normal. And each of you that listen to Shift and watch this story need to get to a place where you go, I am not normal. You are different. I have it written on my kitchen. When I'm in the kitchen, I'm always making a cup of tea, so it's right over the kettle. It says, Palmonia, you're different. Don't you ever try to fit into normal. And I would encourage you to do the same thing. Write it on something. Put it where you see it. Make it a screensaver on your phone. Put your name. I am different. Don't ever try to fit into normal. Because who decided what normal was? So remember, we're going to go outside the box. We're going to do things a little differently. Right? If we search through history, and we look at the Einstein and the Henry Fords and the Picassos, what was different about them? They were all unique in that they refused to stay in a box. They all have impacted our lives in major ways because we all know their names. But here's what's nice. Even if someone may not know your name, you can have an impact. Because when you impact someone else, we cause a ripple effect. There's an effect that goes out further than you can see or imagine. You don't know. This is why I started out by saying that we're all connected. Because I may share my story with you, And you may share it with somebody in the UK that I've never met. I had a young lady in Florida sent me a text and said she was reading my book to a friend that she had all the way in Texas. I've never met that friend, but there my story is impacting her. So now we're connected. So I want you to remember today as you shift. Slowly, 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 that you're shifting, because shift is about simply helping individuals to find their true purpose, their true passion. And we're doing it through sharing our thoughts, our stories, our talents, our truth, just being true to who we are. Remember, when there's an earthquake, that is a ripple beneath the surface of the earth. But we feel it. Sometimes we feel it from miles. And so it is for you. You are a ripple. And each time you shift, I said that and I got goosebumps. Each time you shift, remember that there is someone that's feeling that effect, that impact. I'm your girl, Palmonia Gordon. I love you. Go to my website, palmoniagordon.com. Send me an email. Share your story. Let me know if you'd want to come and we can do a live sit-in with you sharing your story, with me asking you questions, with you sharing the impact shift has made for you. I'm your girl, and I love you. Have an amazing day. Bye.